Okay, so the Daily Mail has an article here. They're an outlet that leans right. Keep it real. But anyway, they say the next impeachment club, Biden lunches with Bill Clinton. I haven't heard lunches used as a verb like that, have you? That's weird. Biden, is that a British thing? Daily Mail's British, might be British. Biden lunches with Bill Clinton, who battled House Republicans to win a second term just days after dining with Obama. Clinton and Biden both spoke at Madeleine Albright's funeral last week. Quote, I'm sure they will have a broad conversation, said White House Press Secretary Psaki. Biden lunched with Barack Obama last week, Psaki said. Obama came to the White House to mark health law anniversary. Clinton battled investigators after Republican takeover in 1994. He survived impeachment, and Democrats picked up 5 seats in 1998. GOP Representative Ken Buck said last week House Judiciary would hold impeachment hearings next year if Republicans take the House. On what? On what? I got a million problems with Biden, but the stuff that is actually impeachment-worthy, Republicans would never impeach him for it. Like, for example, starving the entire country of Afghanistan by seizing billions of their own dollars. They're not going to impeach him over that. They agree with him on that. So, President Joe Biden lunched Monday with former President Bill Clinton, who contended with the Republican congressional takeover in 1994, fought his way to re-election and survived an impeachment. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed the meeting Monday, days after both men gave eulogies at Madeleine Albright's funeral. Biden also lunched last week with former President Barack Obama. Psaki revealed Obama has made his return to the White House just weeks ago to mark 10 years since he signed the Affordable Care Act. Obama, during his tenure, had to contend with the House GOP takeover in the Tea Party wave of 2010. The lunch put Biden across the table from one of the Democratic Party's most celebrated strategists and communicators, even if his policies and personal issues left Clinton contending with what his wife Hillary Clinton called a vast right-wing conspiracy. I'm sure they will have a broad conversation, blah, blah, blah. Clinton won election in 1992 with just 43% of the vote, with Ross Perot on the ballot. Biden's current popularity is in that range, and he's lower than that. Well, I guess the average is 41 or 42. But he is now confronting a series of headwinds, some with parallels to Clinton's. House Republicans are girding to try to seize... That's such a weird word, and this is like the second time I've seen it in an article. To try to seize control of the House, and they have structural advantages that might get them there, although a new poll, Washington Post, ABC News poll, had the public favoring Democrats over Republicans 46 to 45. Wow. Now, was that after the Roe v. Wade thing? I don't think it was. I think it was before. But now with the Roe v. Wade thing, it might even go up more for Democrats. GOP lawmakers have already crowed about seizing control of the chamber's investigative machinery. Ken Buck said last week the GOP would hold impeachment hearings if Biden gained control, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, look, the gist of this article and why I'm talking about it is because Joe Biden is meeting with Bill Clinton for strategy advice. That's why he's meeting with him. He wants to know, hey man, what do you think the big issues are? What do you think I should run on? What do you think the policy agenda should be? He's asking Bill Clinton those things. Bill Clinton is literally the last person you should ask those things to. Why? Because Bill Clinton it ushered in a neoliberal era among Democrats. So Reagan ushered in the original neoliberal era with trickle-down economics. It was Bill Clinton who ushered in the DLC, Democratic Leadership Council. And what they did is they decided we need to make the Democrats more like the Republicans. Instead of Democrats taking money only from unions and lawyers and teachers and people like that, let's have them take money from corporations too. We're going to take money from corporations too. And we're going to be what's called New Democrats. And so the new Democratic philosophy is what's called triangulation. And the idea is, I'm not like the Republicans, I'm not like the Democrats, I have third way politics. Now you know where the third way thing comes from. They're the corporate Democrat ghouls in Washington, D.C. Third way politics is, I'm above the fray, I'm like totally centrist, I split the difference. And really what it is, it's a ruse for being corporatist, for serving corporations over workers, for stabbing unions in the back. I mean, if you look at Bill Clinton's accomplishments, his accomplishments were all right-wing ideas. NAFTA, for example, right-wing idea, outsource so many jobs. Welfare reform, gutted welfare. There's a number of things Clinton did that were just Republican priorities. So Biden taking advice from Bill Clinton, if he listens to him, which he may, it's probable that he will, he's only going to hurt himself more politically. His numbers will go down more, and he's only going to destroy the country more because he's not going to do any of the big, bold things that he would need to do in order to get reelected, like eliminate student loan debt or legalize marijuana. Bill Clinton, his politics are permanently stuck in the year 1994. And He would not give advice for Biden to go full FDR. And so this is terrible news. It's terrible news. The only thing you could hope for is that Biden, rejects everything Bill Clinton says. But everything Biden's done to this point has been Clinton-esque, and it's been Obama-esque. It's the third way politics. It's being a new Democrat. It's corporatism. So it's not a good sign, man. And if I'm being honest, it's a super disastrous sign. But, like I said, the only silver lining for the Democrats is it's going to help them in the midterms that the Supreme Court is going to overturn Roe versus Wade. That's going to help them. And they're not going to do shit about it, but they'll just get the default votes from that. So we'll see what happens, but Bill Clinton, stay away from the White House challenge. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.